what does it really mean for an AI to think? Today, we're diving deep into interview security. Angular security matters because modern front ends sit directly on the trust boundary tokens, routes, user roles, and API calls all pass through the browser. Verizon's DBIR reports that 31% of breaches start with software vulnerability. Interviewers listen for architecture, not slogans. A strong Angular candidate understands the core truth: the UI can reduce risk and prevent common mistakes, but only the backend can enforce trust under hostile conditions. Verizon highlights the importance of secure front-end design, but here's where it gets interesting. Guards are not locks. Guards are not locks. The first trap is believing a route guard is a lock. Angular's router documentation warns never to rely on client-side guards. Client-side guards can be modified by the user. Guards shape navigation and redirect unauthenticated users. They protect lazy routes from accidental exposure. Guards are checkpoints for flow, not walls for attackers. That gap creates the next question: where does real security actually live when routes can be replayed manually? Angular's own documentation highlights this issue. So what's the real problem? Let's talk about authorization lives server side. Real security lives where the attacker cannot rewrite the rules. The backend must validate the JWT and check ownership. Importantly, it must enforce role-based access control. Thus, it should reject forbidden actions even when the Angular app is bypassed. DOASP keeps broken access control at number 1 in its top 10. Notably, authorization failures remain the most serious application risk. Angular can ask for access and hide dangerous paths. More specifically, it can express intent. The server must decide, record, and deny on every request. OWASP Foundation. This raises a critical question. The DOM is the attack surface. The next attack starts inside the DOM. Notably, Angular treats suspicious HTML as unsafe. It sanitizes values and removes script elements. Preserving safe markup remains important. Staying inside templates and property bindings helps. Direct DOM APIs can introduce risks at rest, and third-party renderers are dangerous. Careless inner HTML can bypass protections. Angular's safety net may disappear quietly. This happens during rushed production integrations. Now let's zoom in on DomSanitizer is a scalpel. DomSanitizer is not a magic permission slip. Next, it is a controlled escape hatch for rare cases. Importantly, content must become trusted HTML, style URL, script, or resource URL. Thus, Angular warns that trusting malicious values introduces vulnerabilities. More specifically, the senior answer is not to use bypass security trust. Notably, the senior answer is to avoid bypassing first. Choose the right security context when unavoidable. Trace the content source and review every trusted value. Like production code, Angular emphasizes this approach for secure application development. Here's something most people overlook. Token storage decides blast radius. Authentication storage is where interviews get brutally practical. OWASP warns not to store authentication tokens or session IDs in low storage or soaking stores because any JavaScript running in the origin can read them. Local storage persists longer. SakeScore clears sooner. Both are exposed to X attacks. HTTP only secure and same-site cookies reduce token theft risk, but they shift the burden into CSRF defense and session lifecycle design. Notably, refresh, logout, rotation, and device revocation are critical. OWASP cheat sheet series provides guidance on these topics. Think about this for a second. CSRF is the cookie tax. CSRF is the price of cookie-based authentication. Next, the browser may attach cookies automatically. Importantly, a hostile site can trigger state-changing requests. Thus, the server must distinguish legitimate Angular requests from forged ones. Notably, OWASP recommends synchronizer or signed double submit token patterns. More specifically, tokens must not leak through URLs or logs. Angular can transport proof through headers. The backend validates the proof before money, data, or permissions move, then rejects mismatches decisively. OWASP cheat sheet series, and this is where things get complex. XSRF helps, course does not authorize. Angular Culsent supports the cookie-to-header XSRF pattern. Next, a server-issued XSRF token cookie is read by the client. Importantly, that cookie is sent as XSRF token header. Thus, modern configuration uses with XSRF configuration. More specifically, the header matters because of browser rules. Notably, another origin cannot forge the same JavaScript readable header, but core is not authorization. MDN defines core as response headers that tell browsers which origins may read resources. Finally, Quote does not handle who owns data or may mutate it safely, but here's where it gets interesting. Secure Angular is a layered system. Now the secure Angular architecture becomes clear. Guards handle user experience and control access. Interceptors attach credentials, and XSRF headers services isolate API calls and manage interactions. RBAC metadata controls which routes are visible. Lazy loading reduces unnecessary exposure. Resolvers fetch data only after access is confirmed. Secrets should never be in Angular environment files. Secrets should never be in bundles or source maps. Secrets should never be in hidden client constants. API keys and signing secrets stay server-side admin. Logic remains fully on the server. Anything sent to the browser is considered public information. So what's the real problem? Let's talk about the interview answer. The interview winning answer is a layered operating model. Sanitize the DOM and avoid dangerous bypasses. Store tokens deliberately and protect cookies with CSRF controls. Configure SOARs narrowly and enforce RBAC on the API. Guard lazy routes for UX and keep secrets server-side. The emotional shift is simple but decisive. Angular security is not about hiding screens from users. It is about designing a system that still holds when the front end is hostile, edited, copied, inspected, automated, or entirely replaced